is the Magnate.
It was a day of happiness as scores came together to celebrate a television broadcast maven and Amazon, Hajia Aminah Muhammad, MD CEO, Ames Media Company, in her book launch and commemoration of her 40 years broadcast sojourn. The event, coordinated by the duo of Stephen Lawson and Adedoyin Kukoyi, held at the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs, Victoria Island, Lagos, and began with the registration, exhibition of her old broadcast equipment, red carpet, and pre-event interviews.
Oh, she was a very brilliant person and very committed, very hardworking, and always getting results too.
Hajia Aminah Muhammad is our engine room, is superlative performer, and she is the director in charge of image creation for the club.
Unbelievable that I've known her for years now, and our meeting was very, well, she just came to my office and she wanted something, but since then we've been very close. I find her to be a very supportive lady. She's very tenacious. Anything she puts her mind to, she does it. She's very religious, but I think most of all, she's a professional.
I know Hajia personally. She's a good friend, and also had the privilege to have worked with her in one or two business transactions.
She loves to do things as best as she can, and over the years she has evolved, and now she has created a niche for herself, and she's very well known.
I haven't seen the book yet, but based on what I know about her, and based on what I have seen in the way she handles, her work, I'm waiting to see what is in the book, and I'm sure there will be a lot of, pleasant, surprises.
It's a milestone. It's a tremendous achievement. It's not easy to be in this field of journalism for 40 years.
For me, because of the person she is, I'm very sure the book will be educative, the book will be insightful, and probably there will be a lot of learnings. Being the person she is, she's a down-to-earth person, and I'm sure by the time we take that book, we read that book, we're going to get more in terms of knowledge from that book.
With our book launch today and everything, celebrating her, it will be a mode of inspiring and motivating her to do better.
Her contribution to Esako Club Betuan has been very tremendous. In fact, he's our media guru.
I know Hajia Aminah personally. She has been a very good sister, a very good friend, and a mother to so many children.
The event proper commenced with the national anthem and the second stanza serving as the opening prayer. The welcome address was given virtually by the chairman of Ames Media Company, Dr. Tunde Popola, followed by the opening remarks by the chairman of the occasion, Dr. Mrs. Mosun Bello Ulushoga, former chairman of Access Bank, founder, City of Knowledge Academy.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. My job is to welcome all of you, and as you can see, we are doing like 3-in-1 program today. First is to celebrate the 40th anniversary of our Amazon and jewel of broadcasting, Hajia Aminah Muhammad, and to also use the opportunity to publicly launch the book she has written titled Whisperings of a Broadcast Jewel. And of course, the third one is to say that Ames Media is 10 years this year, and we will recognize that as well. Hajia Aminah Muhammad has been a very successful broadcaster.
I've known Hajia Aminah Ifweke Muhammad for a number of years now, and my relationship with her has been nothing but rewarding. I just love her energy, her tenacity, her commitment to excellence, and can-do spirit. She's a thorough professional, creative, and achiever who succeeds in whatever she decides to do. And I also find her to be a very loyal friend and an avid supporter of people. So on behalf of my friend, my family, and I say a hearty congratulations on the publication of this book. This book, Whispering of a Broadcast Jewel, is indeed a jewel of a book, and I recommend it to everyone here. And I recommend that you get multiple copies and distribute to people, because everybody who reads the book, I can promise you, you will enjoy the book and you will take some nuggets from the book.
The keynote speech was given by the special guest of honor, Malam Balarabe Ilela, Director General of the National Broadcasting Commission. His speech was further expanded by another representative of the NBC, the Director, Human Resources.
Thank you very much, Hajia Aminah, the person I always call my dear sister.
Let me begin by congratulating the AIMS Media Company Limited for a 4 decades of meritorious broadcast services to the Nigerians under the stewardship of an astute broadcaster, quintessential presenter, and exemplary entrepreneur, Hajia Aminah Muhammad. AIMS Media has immensely contributed in the area of child and maternal health, and the contributions have been specially noted by the National Broadcasting Commission. And I must boldly say, we have always found you obedient to the Nigerian Broadcasting Code. That is why I am not surprised to see you achieve this feat, especially production of compelling broadcast content.
The citation of the author was done via multimedia, followed by a talk on women in media practice by Mrs. Adenike Olufade, former Executive Director Marketing, NTA.
The girl child of yesterday has grown into a broadcast icon. From program production to core broadcasting, Hajia Aminah Muhammad is one of the few female mediapreneurs in Nigeria. She trained at the University of Ibadan with several in-service courses at the Television College, Jos. She has Bachelor of Science in Mass Communication and a postgraduate certificate in same course from University of Leicester, United Kingdom. She successfully served the nation for 32.5 years with the Nigerian Television Authority with several creative works to her credit. She was known for the production of several grade A programs and documentaries. Among her other numerous creative works is the first Holy Baby program on TV in Nigeria, Today's Baby, which she designed to reduce the scourge of infant and maternal mortality. It was broadcast for 14 years on NTA from 2001 to 2015.
As an adult, you were once a child. The way we care for the baby today determines its outcome in adulthood.
Her love for culture, in line with her practice of developmental broadcasting and pitching tent with local content, she designed and produces also Aisha Ibile and several similar programs while in NTA. Her competitive prowess was also espoused at the NTA Annual Science and Technology Exhibition as among those that won double laurels.
The Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority, Malam Usman Magawata. Let's put our hands together for them. Even if you don't need them, save them. That is Lagos State.
On retirement from NTA, she assumed duty as the pioneer Managing Director Chief Executive Officer of AIMS Media Company Limited. She, alongside her team members, continue to churn out variety and several local content productions in a bid to tell the Nigerian African story in documentary.
What can be described as a 10-year-old dream was finally a reality at a completion board meeting.
I believe it is one of the greatest things that has really happened for people who really don't want to share anything that has to do with either interest or whatever.
Rice, with the botanical name Oryza sativa, highly consumed by most families in Nigeria. This commodity has seems gone beyond the reach of the poor.
The rice is expensive now is because Nigerians are just beginning to cultivate rice in large quantity.
Lotus Bank, the offshoot of its parent's body, Lotus Capital, has taken a large percentage of the market with a concerted effort of adequate research to meet the yearnings of ethical conscious populace and fill the existing gap.
Islamic finance is just one component of a broad range of a class of assets.
And talk shows.
You are watching Teenage Blues.
Welcome to Family Call, your favorite TV show that talks about everything around the family.
Child Crest is the program.
Hello, this is Sports Around the Clock.
The indigenous content continues to endure on the stable of Ames Media. Nǹkan tó kàn wá, ọjà wa ò ní.
Inú ọjà Sábóyàbá nílùú Èkó ń la wà yìí. A wá láti iléeṣẹ́ Ames Media láti máa fún yín níròyìn bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ láàrin ọjà.
Lórí eré.
Ètò náà ní lórí eré láti iléeṣẹ́ Ames Media Company Limited láti gbé wá fún yín.
Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kàn wá.
A ti dé bí a ti ń dé lórí ètò wa nìyẹn.
Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kàn wá wọn ló kàn gbogbo wa lórí ètò alálùbáríkà láwa yìí o.
Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kàn ẹ́ ó kàn mí ó jọ kan gbogbo wa ni.
Pẹ̀lú àṣẹ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run àtàtìlẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run àṣeṣe.
Àwọn olóyìnbó wọn ní ìdíwọ́ àwọn ń ṣe tiwọn torí pé àṣà wọn làwọn jókòó lé.
Torí ọ̀rọ̀ tó jọ kan wá ni. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kàn wá tí a dìídì gbé kalẹ̀ láti iléeṣẹ́ Ames Media Company Limited.
Her multitasking prowess in combining production and her proficiency in program anchor and interview skills is admirable.
How do you think this has contributed to the quality of our graduates in the country? What do you think is responsible for the high failure rates of borrowers paying back? How long must we spend in the toilet? Does it depend on individual or the health status of the person? We can't talk about the girl child without talking about human trafficking. What's your take on this?
The panache in coordinating events for corporate bodies has endured over the years. Dangote 2008 party.
Allah is great. There is no God but Allah.
Vitafoam party.
As the children had fun with games, play on the bouncing castle, and train ride.
Lotus party.
60 seconds. Grab away. Hold on tight.
An international day for the girl child.
I woke up to pain creeping in my room. I shouted, what is this?
Hajia Aminah Mohammed is a prolific event anchor and webinar moderator as an all-rounded broadcaster.
It is indeed for me a pleasure to welcome you all to this National Broadcast Summit.
As a media outfit, we have to also lend a voice to whatever is trending in the society.
With several awards to our kitty, the latest being the NEMCEA 2022 Best Feature Programs on one of our creative works, Beyond the Frontiers.
MCA 2022 Most Outstanding Magazine Show on Television goes to Beyond the Frontiers.
Beyond the Frontiers. Put your hands together.
This is really a surprise. This award means a lot to me because a lot of other programs were also nominated. This one and one other one from our stable, Oroyi Konwa, were both nominated for this award. But this one topped it. We thank God. It's dedicated to all Ames Media team.
Her membership of ACON has empowered her to conceive and produce jingles and television commercials for clients. Hajia Aminah belongs to several professional bodies and associations, which places Ames Media at par with similar organizations. Member, Electronic Media Content Owners Association of Nigeria, MQUAN, the prestigious Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, LCCI, a founding executive member of National Association of Theatre Arts Practitioners of Nigeria, NANTAP, a one-time publicity secretary of University of Ibadan Alumni Association, Lagos State Branch, a former Amira of Movement for Islamic Culture and Awareness, MICA, member, Muslim Ladies Circle, publicity secretary of The Criterion, and ESACO Club 81. She is also the founder of Nurturing Fitra Foundation with credible board of trustees. She also created time to mentor and train young broadcasters with special attention on the girl child as they are regularly hosted at Ames Studio.
You know, our long-term plan is really to further establish and ingrain our media training, particularly with bias for the girl child.
To God be the glory. This is our 40th year in media practice. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Hajia Aminah Mohammed, the author of the book, Whisperings of a Broadcast Jewel. The reason you are all gathered here today.
It's a great pleasure for me to be a part of this because Aminah Mohammed is someone that I always admired. You know, I've known her for so many years. We all in NTA, we we're like family. That's why sometimes you hear ATM family, NTA family. We're a family, even if we don't see for years, we know wherever we are, we're still family. And that word family, it's just because you find that we spent more time in the NTA doing our job most of the time than we even spend at home. So the office environment became like a home to us, and the members of staff, they are just families. Here today, I've seen a lot of my sisters, brothers. 40 years in the media world, I'd say it's actually like a lifetime, and for Aminah, of real hard work and total commitment, because you must ensure that whatever it is, your output must please the viewers, must please the listeners, and sometimes you have sleepless nights when others are sleeping. You are busy putting up what will entertain them. She usually multitasks. She does everything. You saw her those years back with her laptop, recording, editing, doing everything. I'm not surprised today that she is where she is today and celebrating the 40th broadcast anniversary. Today, I want to congratulate you on the 40th anniversary, and I'll also say that for the Ames Media, that's 10 years. I congratulate for that, and all the awardees of today, I say look forward to getting your awards. And for the book launch, please, when the book is presented, I know it's going to be a perfect book, because I know what she can give, what she can do. Please ensure that you support her and also support Ames Media so that Aminah can be the best that she wants to be.
I want to say big congratulations to Hajia Aminah Mohammed on this milestone, and I wish her the best in the future.
The event approached its climax with the book review by Mr. Sonny Irabo.
The book by Hajia Aminah Mohammed is a book that is going to tell you tales of the NTA's unexpected. Many of you remember Tales of the Unexpected. In this instance, her tales are very much expected because she started from a humble background. She's had some few tragedies in her life, but then she steadfastly maintained a tempo of professionalism, of commitment, of beauty in the expression of the job. She loved being a broadcaster, but from behind the scene. So I'm not going to ask you or tell you what the story is about. I would like you to go and look for that book, get a copy, and search yourself whether you agree with what she said there, whether you even understand that there are many people who make broadcasting what it is, who make television visuals what they are. Today, I'm going to ask you to look at Aminah again. Probably you see a very quiet, very humble, but she's one person that has dutifully maintained a tempo that ensured that come what may, whatever I put my job or my joy or my effort into has to be the best. When she started in her native Esako, I don't think she even knew she was going to end up with NTA. She even went to Ibadan 2 times. First with her father and then 8 other siblings. But your papa tried. So many children. But unfortunately, he left them behind at the age of 50. That was heartbreaking because Hajia here was the jewel, as it were, the favorite of the fathers in that beautiful family. Unfortunately, he passed on. Now, Mama took over and made sure that all the children went to school. But this woman maintained some form of discipline that made her not just faithfully religious, because she also went to a Christian school, but she maintained her religion, Islamic religion. But the fact that she excelled in her academics. This lady was part and parcel of the production of Second Chance. And many other programs. So that's why I'm not surprised when you talk about AIMS and the very many programs they have done and the awards they have won. But the truth is, I would like not to tell you how this book goes, because the fluidity of the storytelling is what captured my interest. She's very humble, and she puts the language so succinctly, but so simply at the same time. And that in itself made me get more curious, to the point that when I took the book, I did not stop. And I think, honestly, so that I don't spread too much rumors about how good this book is, I need you to go and get a book, get the book, and read it, and make up your mind what you think. A woman of this nature, who is very creative, should be able to manage people very well, should be able to manage resources very well, which is why AIMS Company is a very big, award-winning company, and I think we need to give her another round of applause, because it appears that everything she has touched has worked for her very creditably.
And then the official book presentation and launch, which was greatly successful thanks to the appreciative and beneficent guests.
I'm assuring you people that you will benefit from reading this book. Thank you.
A photo shoot session and presentation of awards to distinguished recipients promptly followed. A goodwill message was given by Peggy Chukuma Nwosu, the representative of the AIMS Media Company chairman for the day's event, paving way for the response by the author, Hajia Aminah Muhammad.
Heartily share in your joy as you mark 40 years of a successful media practice, specially spiced with the book launch amidst accolades from prominent personalities, associates, friends, and well-wishers. Really, you deserve the celebration and applause in grand style, as it takes focus, determination, stamina, optimism, and most importantly, special grace of Almighty Allah to weather the storms of the media terrain for 4 decades.
The Criterion also used the opportunity to honor her. The AIMS Media team, in appreciation of the tutelage they have received from their MD thus far, used the opportunity to present a commemorative plaque.
Congratulations, man. Presented to you by staff of AIMS Media Limited, dated 19 January 2023. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I thank you for tolerating me. We learn lessons every day. And for those who say, never discard any idea, this is an example of it. All of this started by just an innocent suggestion of one of my team members.
The vote of thanks was then given by the head of production of AIMS Media Company, Mr. Jafar Muhammad.
On behalf of the board management staff of AIMS Media Company Limited, the author, we express our gratitude to you all as we wish you safe journey back to your offices or homes.
The job of a media practitioner requires training and retraining on the job. With the copious training of our MD captured in this book, I'm also poised to do same from reading this book, which I recommend to you.
Various short compositions and descriptions has been well explained here, which has further sharpened my knowledge of camera operation.
The importance of social media and research inclusion in broadcasting cannot be undermined. This is what I have been able to acquire reading this book, and I recommend it to you all.
Our team spirit is further enhanced in AIMS Media, as broadcast management is well articulated in this book, Whispering of a Broadcast Duel. No team members should be taken for granted as everybody is important.
Reading how my MD combined editing with a core job of producing has further enhanced my multitasking ability in an editor and camera operation. Do not miss getting a copy for yourself.
Even though I'm new here, reading this book has been a motivating factor to remain dedicated and learn fast from my boss's experience. She has captured well in the book.
I implore everybody to read the book, to buy a copy and share with others.